Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm showing you the team I'm using for the Divinion Dreams event. And it's a Centaur based team, because it has to be. And what I'm doing on this video, I'm not going to buy any of the levels from the shop. I'm going to leave it at the base level, just to show people it still works, even if you can't afford the gems. If you can afford the gems, I would definitely boost it up to enough to get a medal from it, because the medals make a big difference and they increase your damage output massively, and it makes the games even quicker. But if you can't afford the tiers, then I will show this without doing anything at all. So we're at the completely base level without spending any gems on these tiers in the shop at all. Right, but do apply the medal that gives you, basically, because that is important. You will benefit from that. So I've done the first few levels already because they were super easy. And the team I'm using for this, like the weapon, you can change to pretty much anything you want as long as it explodes. What I've done here is, if you go to your weapon, put it in the search bar, explode. That'll bring up all the weapons that you have which have an explode part of the spell. I've gone for Essence of Evil because it doesn't mana block on the colour side of things. My other troops, Centurion, Bultaros and Artima, all do not use green, so that is a good way to go about that, because then we're going to explode a load of a mana colour of an enemy and generate mana for the whole team, as well as having the effect that Essence of Evil has all around. If you don't have that, there are other very good recommendations. Mountain Crusher, you can't go far wrong with that. Low mana cost, explodes a load of brown gems which are going to be on the board and fill up the whole team quite quickly. Even stuff like Fist of Heaven would work pretty well and explode a load of yellow gems. Bultaros and Artima both use yellow, that's going to work well. Obviously you're not going to get the status effect to all divine allies, but you will get the summon should you need it. So just pick whichever one you want from them that explodes gems. You know, you can't really go too far wrong, but I like Essence of Evil because it doesn't block any of our troops on the colour. Right, on the class side of things, I've gone for Archer for a few reasons. Oracle, which is the Centaur class, doesn't actually have any form of 50% start yet on mana for the hero. It doesn't have it in the class itself, it doesn't have it on any of the troops. So to make this a little bit quicker, I've gone for Archer class because it has a 50% mana start for the hero, and also that nice bullseye third trait, 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal. As well as that, there's a few things in the champion talents which are really handy. Root Trap, entangling the first enemy at the start is really nice. Celestial Currents, all Centaur allies gain 1 magic, and we're all Centaurs, so everyone's gonna benefit from 1 magic, which is nice. And all Gale Force, all yellow allies gain 2 attack, and we have a couple of yellow allies too, so there's a few things to benefit from that. And that's it. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, I didn't explain about Centurion actually, because I had a look at him earlier in the Soulforge, and in my Soulforge review, which is in the earlier video of today, I said I think he just looks okay. If I could revise that, I think he's going to be more than okay. I think he's going to be outstanding for mana generation. Thinking about it more deeply, this thing could be really good. There's a 10% chance to devour a random enemy just off the bat, and then with a 10% increase for each wild card that's on the board. But it's the second part which is really good. Then convert all skulls to ×2 wild cards. That could be really cool and really good mana generation, and I'm looking forward to trying it in this team. Right, so all we'll be trying to do is get green to charge up Essence of Evil, which will then cast its spell and then hopefully charge up the rest of the team. We can get the green there, but we'll get it from collecting these red at the same time. Hopefully we'll get Surge at some point today and get this thing sped up. Right, now I've got that there, but I'm just intrigued by this. I really want to cast this. So all skulls are going to become ×2 wild cards. So we're going to get an absolute ton of red off of this, more than we need, and other stuff too. So let's take a look. Yeah, the whole team has been charged up by that single cast. That is outrageous and really good. We'll cast Bultaros first. Might as well get this because it's there and it's too nice to avoid and taken out by an opponent. So in that case, I'll revise my previous statement and change it to Artima, who will deal with them on her own. If you don't have Artima, because I think she's a legendary, then you can put in another Bultoros, that would work really well. Or even a Astral Spirit. Astral Spirit is good for picking off stragglers because she starts with full mana and she'll do a bunch of true damage, so it doesn't matter what their armor is. If that amount of damage is more than who you're aiming at's health or life, she will just take them out in one go. So that is a nice alternative to that. Let's do a few more. That's the thing I like about these kind of events. They make you use teams, mixtures you wouldn't ordinarily, think of, sort of thing, or not think of, but ordinarily use. And sometimes they can end up being actually quite powerful. No obvious green available, so we'll grab some red. No skulls there, apart from a few at the top. That one's in a good place. We'll do that. Didn't quite work out as I planned. I've got to get used to this one. See if we can get the rest of the team charged up. Usually plonk this one first. Him at the bottom there. So let's do a bunch of damage, and this is on the basic level as well. I haven't, like I said, I didn't get any of the tiers from the shop, so this is just the benefit of the basic increase the medal gives you. I will just buy the first one now because I've run out of sigils, so I do want to show it a couple more times. Now we have a potion of enchantment if you can do this. So basically what I'm going to do now is we're going to start off enchanted, so everybody is going to get powered up much more quickly than normal. Right, take this green here because it gives us that 4-match at the top there. And then we can get this anyway, even though we don't actually need it. Explode. The thing to remember with Essence of Evil is it explodes, like when you do other weapons like Mountain Crusher, you literally choose, you don't get a choice really, it just explodes the colour that it says, like Mountain Crusher will explode a load of brown gems. Essence of Evil, it is good to put it on the person who you want to be like entangled and frozen and all the rest, but you have to bear in mind that it's going to explode their mana colours, or one of them at least, and it's like, so there, yellow and green is a good one to do. Now, we've already got people charged up, so there's no real need to cast Centurion, but I just really like it, so I'm going to do it anyway. Wow. That's pretty cool. I like it. Got to figure out the correct way to use it in the proper team that uses it, all those skills properly. But it's certainly something that is going to be really, really good, I think, in the future. This team may be quicker with Bultoros switched around with Centurion right now, but I really want to take a look at that new troop. And it seems pretty good for the most part. Now we can cast Bultoros, and then we cast Artima, and she'll pick off the stragglers. No need to pick a particular gem, because she was going to kill them no matter what happened. So we'll just switch the team around slightly now, just to see if it's quicker doing it like that. Loads of purple, which we don't need. So what should we get now? Yeah, that's good. We get blue as well, even though we don't actually use it, but it takes away more the gems from the board, which gives more chance of a random drop of something we do need. Lovely purple, which we don't need either. Let's do some damage with Artima. Bultoros. Now she'll finish a couple of them off. And that will do the trick. There's no Centaur allies that I know of, that I've got anyway in my group of troops, that actually do any sort of damage all, like damage where it's spread across everyone. Like the best you can do is like Ultima, where she does damage to 2 different enemies. There are weapons obviously that do that, and that may be a quicker way of going about it. This is just a team which is good to start off with, which suits how I play. I just love being able to death mark, entangle, and just stop the enemy doing anything with Essence of Evil. Absolutely love that weapon. Good thing about this kind of spell is when you remove a gem, if you're playing, I'm not actually paying too much attention to what I'm doing a lot of the time, I'm just playing. But you can use it to take away a certain gem to often make a 4 match. Like that's only going to be a 3 match. But you can sometimes zip away a certain row. I think that explodes it, so that doesn't actually matter. What I said was just completely wrong, ignore that. But when you remove a gem, you can actually use it to benefit from a 4 match sometimes. I thought she was remove a row, but it's not. It's explode a row, which makes it virtually impossible to predict. So that only actually works when you're removing a row. Say for example you had 2 red above, then a purple, then 2 red below. You can put that spell onto the one in the middle and then get a 4 match. Right, run out of sigils again. So I'll call it a video a day because it's pretty clear how it works and it's pretty decent. If you've got anything better, then be sure to chuck it in the comments below to help everyone out. But yeah, it's not too bad. But there's a video. If you found it helpful or useful, it'd be cool if you liked and subscribed. But until next time, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye for now.